Hey there, it's the July Lioness and welcome to Choco Chat for Saturday, June 6th, 2015. Here I am on my porch and there goes the dog. It's been pretty quiet around here today, so I thought I'd sneak out and try and make a video out here. I prefer to do it out here, but it can be so noisy between the cars and the dog and then the lawnmowers. And people, like, I swear the neighbors over here the other day, they must have a swimming pool because it sounded like there were several little girls being murdered. I mean, they were screaming, either like teenage girls or young boys. That was like the pitch of the voice, I'm like, what are they doing to you over there? But I didn't hear any splashing. So I'm not sure exactly what they've got, but they're kind of like behind me and then this way. So it's behind this house that's directly next to me. I was like, what are you doing back there? I don't know. So when it's quiet, I like to sneak out. I was hoping it would rain because it would be really fun to make a video out here in the rain. That might be too loud though. But I love the sound of the rain. I just love it. It looks very cloudy. I imagine it'll rain this evening because it's really, the air is getting thicker and thicker. So that's good. So I hope you had a good week. I had a good week. This week for me was the week of the trees. Because of the storms we've had lately, I've got a couple of very old trees which have apparently died somewhere along the line. And I've had tree limbs coming down. And there was one that recently hit my power line and it didn't knock out the power. But, and actually I thought it was the phone line. And I don't have landline service anyway, so it didn't really bother me, except it was kind of like, in the bushes, and there was this there's this limb just sort of on the top of my fence. I have like a little kind of enclosure, and it's like right across the intersection. So I was concerned, about, how much money it can cost to get your trees done. So I was a little reluctant to find somebody to talk to them about it, but I really needed to get that limb off the power line because it was actually the power line and it's just looking a little ugly back there. And yeah, so I just had to suck it up and contacted this one tree service by email and they never got back to me. So I gave them like a week and nothing. Like, why do you have an email if you're going to ignore it, So I don't know, did they go out of business or, who knows? Who knows? Not a very responsible business practice, so not professional, let's say that. It was not professional. So I found somebody else, somebody who actually is on Facebook. I thought, well, oh cool, okay, so if they care enough to be on Facebook, that's good. And also I looked at the most recent posts and they were like a couple hours old, so it's not a dead page, So great, so I contacted them, I called them. I thought, well, maybe people just haven't figured out email around here. I don't know. But it seems like around here the most effective way to get a hold of somebody is to call them on the phone. So I did, and I talked to the owner, and he came over within a few hours, and he was looking at the trees, and he gave me a really good quote on taking care of a couple of trees. One's probably going to have to be taken all the way down. It's a big oak tree and it's like dead at the top and it's gonna fall on my shed or on the dog one of these days if I don't beat it to the punch. And then there's another tree that's right outside the bathroom window and that's the one I think that's been dropping limbs and they've been getting messed up in the power lines, so that's not cool either. So I believe he said he was going to just like severely top that one, because it would be kind of nice to keep it. The cats use it to get up on the roof, so you know they'd be very disappointed if their roof access was lost, right? Then they'd have to just sit on the utility shed, and that's only 6 feet high. That's boring. They want to be up there. You know, cats are creatures of the air. So, I was gonna tell you a story about trees. This is a true story. I used to live in Baltimore with my parents in around, I think it was about 1986 to 1995. And it was an old neighborhood with a lot of oak trees. And our house was this 100-year-old caretaker cottage that had been added on to a couple of times over the years. And when my parents bought the house, they actually added on another section for themselves, like a ground level suite, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom, laundry, because they were, getting elderly. I think they were in their 70s, 60s and 70s when they bought the house, when they moved into it. So they were thinking, they wanted everything on one level. They didn't have to be going up and down steps for stuff. So that's why they added on this bedroom for themselves. So I came to live with them for a while, around 1986, and I was there about 9 years. Wasn't counting on staying that long. But I got the older part of the house upstairs. There were 2 smallish bedrooms and a bathroom, and access to the attic through the back of the bathroom, kind of different. But that was like the center of the house, okay? So I was sleeping up on the 2nd story, and they were sleeping downstairs, sort of off to one side in the new part. So I think it's February 95 rolls around, and we had a very, kind of pretty snowy winter, but very windy, very cold and very, very windy. And this neighborhood was like woods. All these old trees all around. And the land was sort of like a bowl. So our house was kind of down towards the bottom of the bowl. But then we'd have neighbors that were up a level and then up another level. So then imagine all the trees all around, so you've got these big trees way above you, and they could fall right on your roof. Well, one did. Yep. We were sleeping, it must have been about 2 o'clock in the morning, and pitch black, I woke up, and I was just lying in bed, and I heard the weirdest sound, just like this flapping sound, flap, 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 flap. And then, ka-chink, ka-chink, glass breaking, glass falling on something and breaking on impact. So flap, 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 chink, flap, 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 ka-chink. What? Did a bird get into my room or something? I couldn't figure it out. And that was the window that had the air conditioning unit in it. So I couldn't open the window or anything. So I turn on the light, and I'm like, what? And I figured it out. Yeah, the top half of my window, the bottom half had the air conditioner, but the top part, the glass had been smashed. So that was the glass sound, breaking glass. And as the wind blew through the broken window, it was making my window shade flap. So I'm like, what? So I got up, went to the top of the stairs, looked down the stairs, and the light's on. And I see my mom walking around. I say, Mom, my window's broken. And she says, Well, come downstairs and take a look at our bedroom. Like, at 2 o'clock in the morning? My mother goes to bed at 9:30. What? So this is totally weird. So I go downstairs, I go into their bedroom, and there's a tree limb. Boom! Right through the roof, right through the ceiling, upright, hit the floor. It's touching the floor vertically, like a foot away from their bed. 1 foot. Saved, Maxwell's smart. Missed me by that much. They're sound asleep. They could have gotten killed. And their bathroom was smashed. The ceiling was all smashed. That was open to the sky. And what we called like the stove room, which was next to their bedroom, had a wood stove in it. The roof of that was messed up too. So what we believe happened, because we talked to our neighbors whose house is kind of behind us, but it was up higher, they couldn't get out their driveway because this one tree had fallen from above across their driveway, bounced on our roof, rolled, and landed right on the roof of my parents' bedroom. Boom. That's what, and one of the limbs I don't know if it rolled as it was falling or if it slid a bit or maybe some of both, but the trunk was right across the top, but it was one of the branches. It just went right on through. So, geez, that happened 20 years ago, and I'm still freaked out talking about it. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt. Not the pets, not us. We were fine. Insurance repaired it. It's weird because like a year or two before that, I had really insisted that we refinish the basement and really make some use of it. Make it like basically like a mother-in-law suite with a kitchenette and a full bathroom and sofa bed, and I was using it to like a lounge, like my living room, because I didn't really have my own living room. So I would go to the basement, watch TV, and then go all the way up 2 flights to go to bed. And my parents got the middle level. Funny that I insisted on that, because their bedroom was unusable. So they moved up into my rooms, and I moved in the basement. And this was just maybe a couple weeks before we had all decided that we were going to sell the house and move into apartments. I would get my own apartment and they would have an apartment. And because they were getting old and they wanted to downsize. It's funny how that works out. Something said, you're going to need a place to sleep. You better get this done. And so I moved out, I think it was early March, into my apartment, and they stayed in the house. So they moved into the upstairs bedrooms, which had been mine. And eventually, they got everything repaired, got the house fixed up, and they sold it, and they moved into an apartment not far from mine. We all stayed in the same city and all. And actually, I thought we might be in the same apartment complex, but there was one I liked better. It was closer to where I worked, and they wanted to move to a different one because my mother had some family members living in that one. So, but we were like 5 miles apart or something, so it was fine. But yeah, trees, they'll get you. They'll get you. Just watch it. Okay, so next subject. I don't have a whole lot to report this week. Don't forget about my giveaway. Last day to submit an entry is June 30th, so you've still got most of this month. So I'll be picking the winner next month, early July. Or maybe, hopefully before the 4th, we'll see. Excuse me. And it's to celebrate the fact that I now have over 50 subscribers. It's to thank you. And you can win, I'm putting together like a goodie bag, and I will put a link into the video that I made last week explaining everything. Okay, so now we've got kind of a little haul because the mail came 2 seconds before I started this video. And it is clouding up, and I think it's starting to rain now. Yay! There goes another car. I've never ordered from these people before. The lighter side. I haven't had like fun t-shirts in a long time. I don't really like crew necks, and I don't think t-shirts are very flattering, but I do need some just like for every day to go to the laundromat, stuff like that, especially because I ride my bike, so which means I have to wear pants or shorts, and so I need something to go. I need tops. Yeah, I also need bottoms, but I just need clothes. But anyway, so this is, so I got a few kind of fun t-shirts since I hadn't had any in a very long time. Now I'm trying to find a nice way to open this in case it doesn't fit and I have to return it. Meh. Well, we'll just try and do this carefully. Sometimes they have, you know, resealable bags, but apparently not. I hope this one, I wasn't exactly sure what my size was. But this, I hope it's gonna work. Oh, that looks very ample. Ta-da! I love unicorns. Oh wow, this is large. Oh, I may be too big with the other ones. I was afraid this might be small. Oh. Yeah, it's a unicorn with doves and stuff. That'll be fun. And this will probably shrink. Yeah, that's a large. Well, you know, actually, if the other ones are really humongous, I could exchange them for larges. So this is the one that I thought would be small. I mean, yeah, I could sleep in them too, but I kind of want to wear them out. This would be cute with these leggings I'm wearing. I actually bought some white leggings. I never wear white on the bottom half of me, because the bottom half of me is very large. Well, let's see, maybe this one's a little small. I guess I'll just rip into them. So this seems smaller for some reason. No, it's about the same size. God, these run huge. It is a dress. Aww. That'd be hard to see. It's a cat face. Very pretty. And what else? This is, oh, what is this one? Oh, this is an elephant face. Same style, but it's an elephant. Also purple, like the unicorn, but a little darker. Let's see. Oh, that's neat. If you're voting Republican, that's cute. These will shrink when I wash them, but they always, I think things shrink from the hemline, you know. And then there was another one. I like the color of this one too. And I just got some tan pants to go with this, hopefully go with it. So I kind of like the tunic look anyway, so this should be good. Wow. I think, was this a cheetah? Oh, that's so cute. A leopard or a cheetah, I forget. I think it's a leopard. What are you? It's a leopard, okay. I also got a mug. No, that's pretty. Yeah, if you couldn't see the t-shirt very well, this is the same design on a mug. Like that. I don't have my glasses on, can't see too well. So I know there's just sort of a white blur in the viewfinder. I know to look, if I look at the black part, that's actually the camera. So camera, viewfinder, camera. It's tough to keep you, to not just want to talk to a video like this. You know, when I watch somebody making a video and they're doing this, I'm like, I'm over here, look over here. Hi. So yeah, these are just some fun things. Fun things. Because it gets very hot and steamy around here, and you do go through clothes. You just get them sweated up. If you go outside, when you come home, you're going to want to change clothes. So if you're in and out a lot, you go through a lot of clothes. Well, I'm going to go try on my shirts, I think. And so this has been the July Lioness, and thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot, and I will post the video about the giveaway, and I hope you guys will participate in it. That would be terrific. That would make me very happy. Take care and have a great weekend. So long.